Well, now we're going to depart a little bit from the thread that I've been following because, surprise, I've got a nav system in this car. There's usually a cloth tray here if you don't have the nav system, and it's pretty easy to get the cloth tray out. You can go back to that thread on MyIS if that's your kind of car, but now I'm going to have to kind of make it up as I go here. I think I'm going to start down here with the shifter console area, work my way up. So I'll be back when I figure it out. Tied up around the trim piece for the shifter console area, and now before I can pull it out too far, I'll have to disconnect some electrical connections there, the cigarette lighter and whatever else. They're all different, so it doesn't matter. You won't confuse which goes where. Cigarette lighter pulls off. This one has a little push release, and so does that one. I'm going for these two shifter console screws, one there and the other side, just Phillips head. I pulled around the edges of this shifter indicator panel, and there's one connection to undo there. Compress this and then pull out. There's a little plastic light that illuminates this clear area to give some illumination to the gear that you're in. I just twisted it and it came out of that hole there. There's plastic caps over these two Phillips head screws on either side of the console. Be careful taking them off, they're easy to break. And then remove these two Phillips heads on the sides of the console. Remove the handbrake cover. There's a little white clip that you just have to get in around it and pry up. I use the blue tool again. There's a clip there. Oops, sorry. Two clips, and then it pulls straight up and off. Lift up this felt cover here to reveal two screws that hold the console down. Phillips, remove those. Remove these side covers off the armrest. You just have to get in there, try not to scratch anything up. You just get in with a knife or a putty knife or something and pry it away, and that'll come off. Pretty easy. Don't lose the armrest bolts, they're special. Just pull up the plastic cover for the armrest tower. This is the tricky part. After you've got everything else loose, this is the last thing. And I'm going to try to focus it. The top, there's two tabs on this part that the console sits into. The one on the top, that one on the top, that doesn't have any locking on it. The one on the bottom does, and you'll go a little crazy, but I'm going to tell you how to do it. You've got to push in the middle part of the tab. The tab has like 1, 2, 3 parts. So push in the middle and pull backwards at the same time. And a screwdriver is the best thing, I guess. Now, you get this far, remember you've got to undo the connection for this nav control. So tip it up. There's two wire bundles. One goes to a power source. That's a power source right in the middle of the screen. And there's a little clip to hold that wire up out of the way, and then there's a disconnect that's under that yellow foam right in the middle of the screen. Whoops, sorry. So the best bet is actually leave the power receptacle connected to your console, and you can just disconnect it right here. Just leave it up there. And the other bundle goes to your nav controls. So for the nav, push up from the bottom where my index finger is tapping right there. Push up and pull back, and that'll come loose. And we have our console out. All that is the only part I'm going to refinish is this here, but I'm sure you guys and gals can get some benefit from my video on how to get the console out. It's just a little bit different with this nav controller thing. Whoo-wee! I'm going to take a break.